can talk as long as you want.
Well, good evening. Let me begin by thanking Dan for those incredibly kind words of introduction. Let me also point out, Dan, I'm especially appreciative of your incredible passion and generosity and the very approachable manner in which you offered this award. I want to thank the Democratic Foundation. I want to thank you for your spirited efforts on behalf of the values that we all share and fight for. I know all the great work you did. You did such a great job when I first ran for controller. I was absolutely destroyed here in Orange County, rightfully so. And then you have time and time again come to the defense of Democrats and the issues that we have stood up for in statewide elections. So I was very proud of our performance. We're continuing to close the gap. I wanted to point out just some of the really important matters that face all of us today. You have two tremendous congressional candidates who hope to follow the pathway of Jerry Patterson, who did so admirably for all of us. You have the great state senator, Alan Lowenthal. You have the great mayor, Suki Chiang. I just want to implore upon all of you to do everything you can as we care about our future. It is critical that we elevate the local leadership to even higher levels so that we don't have a revisit of the devastation that just took place a couple weeks ago when we had a failed action in terms of what was happening with the financial structure of the United States of America. I also wanted to highlight the great service of your local elected officials who represent you in Sacramento. Lou Correa is second to none in his tenacity and hard work and his consciousness. So Lou, I want to thank you. And Jose brings incredible intelligence. He brings a great passion for his district in Santa Ana and trying to uplift people who need a helping hand up. And once they do that, they're going to really transform this community. So thank you for your service. And then I want to congratulate my co-honoree. John, the speaker, the speaker brings something that is going to be called upon even more over these next couple of years. The speaker is not only tough, he is not only a true warrior for people, but he brings an extraordinary level of intelligence. And what has happened is we have fallen behind on so many public policy issues, and we don't have the gravitas and the intellectual wherewithal to really out-debate and outmaneuver the opposition on so many critical issues. And Speaker Perez has that level of intelligence that, frankly, I think is going to transform the state discussion. John understands the progress that we have made with the new governor. We have made tremendous progress. As you know, during the last administration, California fell and had the lowest credit rating of any state in the nation. And frankly, for the world's 8th largest economy, which is California, that's extraordinarily embarrassing. Earlier this year, we didn't have our credit ratings upgraded, but we had the outlook change. So we went from a negative outlook to a stable outlook, which is a monumental step forward. Now, I have to leave early, and that's why I'm plugging the speaker in top of normal comments, because I have to go to speak to Wall Street tomorrow, because the state is in a very dire position today. If you witness what has happened with the finances of the state, we fell 1.7 below or in excess of the original projections in terms of expenditures. That is difficult because if you remember just 3 years ago, this very month, I warned Californians that I might have to take very dramatic action in terms of the cash front to make sure that our state did not go insolvent. So 2 months later, in February, I had to hold back $3 billion worth of tax refunds. And when we had the other side unwilling to cooperate with Lou and your assembly member, I had to issue IOUs. Now, the people that we care about, Tony and the firefighters, the education community, the public safety community, the infrastructure community, the healthcare community, all took a hit because of that. And unfortunately, we're headed down that pathway once again. But what is different today is that we have leadership in Sacramento, including the speaker, that is really going to try to carry people to a higher level than they have in the past. And once we get through these difficult straits, we have the intelligence to move California into the 21st century so that we can compete in the global economy. We understand this world is changing dramatically. We understand that the jobs are changing dramatically. We understand that kids today who aren't getting the world-class education because of, in some instances, a lack of resources will get it. And then once again, we will restore the promise of California. And that's happening because all of your work, your support tonight, your passion and energy on the ground, and more importantly, your kindness and empathy and compassion for your fellow human beings. So I am deeply honored to receive this award, and most importantly, just want to leave you with, have a beautiful holiday season, and thank you for everything you do.